I do remember the first time that Brendan Gleeson walked onto the set. He said, "I've never been on such an estrogen-filled set in my life."
If you were to make a guess, what do you think the percentage would be of big budget films directed by women in the UK?
What do you think the percentage of female drama television directors is?
What do you think the increase in the percentage of UK films directed by women has been over the last 10 years?
15%.
18%?
8%?
0.6%, great. It's got a lot better then.
Oh no. Oh my goodness, that's dreadful.
Wow.
That's so depressing.
50% of the population is female, and yet I think it's perceived to be very much the male territory.
The people who are hiring are just hiring to what they think is the norm.
In society as a whole, men are associated with leading big teams and also with money.
Even the most enlightened and wonderful people still have that subconscious bias.
I once discovered, to my shock, that I was paid less than the male directors, and I was the lead director.
First thing he said to me was, I'm a bit sexist really, I believe a woman's place is in bed.
I'm sorry, you wouldn't ask this of anybody else in the room, and I'm actually driving this meeting.
I've had quite often people say, "Who directed this?" and just not believe that I've directed something or that I am the director of it.
The film world and the TV world needs women to be brilliant from day one.
You're only as good as the last thing you've directed.
The amount of times I thought, oh, well, I could just, you know what, it'd be easy to stop this now, and lots of people think we should, and shall we just stop it? And then we just decide, no, we've got to continue.
It does probably have a bearing on what kind of films get selected, what kind of films get programmed, and it just kind of keeps filtering through until at the very end, at the very high level, there's hardly any women there.
So the amount that make first films, or short films, and then first films, and then second films, and then the high budget films is sort of 2, 3, 4%.
People shouldn't be blamed for this happening. We need to educate as much as possible.
The more women you have behind the camera, the more women you have on screen, the more women out there and girls out there follow those role models.
We've got some wonderful, wonderful role models coming through, but we need more, and we need more encouragement.
We're still in the position where you might find you're not getting the funding or you're not getting the trust put into you, but just keep going because you will get there in the end.
You just have to keep fighting, and I sort of learned that early on, that you just have to never give up, keep going, believe in it.
Learn from great talent that exists, whether that's male or female. If you manage to navigate your way through it, it's an incredibly fulfilling industry.
Go for it.